Hey guys, it's me, Brandy, and I have something new that I wanted to show you guys. It is the Blendbunny Cosmetics Primal palette, and I wanted to go ahead and swatch this for you guys. I did a look with each of the rows. This is the purple side and the yellow, the purple row and the yellow row, purple and yellow. I went ahead and did tutorials for you. I'll have little voiceovers and all of that. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch these for you. And this is what the palette looks like. Looks like it might be getting washed out a little bit. Let's try it without that. Alright, so this is what it looks like. Still, it's getting washed out. I don't know how to make it not get washed out. Well, I guess like that. So you can see there's like a red row, a reddy pink row, an orangey true red row, a yellow brown gold row, a green row, an indigo row, and a purple row. And then there is a white and a black. So I am going to go ahead and swatch these for you. I think I'm going to go row by row. Alright, so this is the first row. We have Nectar, Warning, Lethal, and Feral. Alright, so the next four we have are Roam, Untamed, Huntress, and Potent. Alright, now the next ones we have are Prey, Ray, Soil, Regal, and Hidden. Alright, now the next ones we have are Luna, Toxin, Camouflage, and Slither. Alright, and the next four are Mimic, Poisonous, Ink, and Morph. Alright, so the last four are Winged, Exotic, Instinct, Pheromone, and Nocturnal. So this is the palette. Go ahead and pull away. You guys can see all the beautiful colors. So here I am priming my eyes, and I'm going in with Nectar first, just blending it out, making sure that I get a very good blend, as it is with Blendbunny Cosmetics. And next I'm going to go in with Warning, and that's going to be basically my crease shade. It's just going to go right there in the crease, and I am going to be trying to see how dark I can get this. It is a nice color, and these are blending out like a dream. So next I'm going to go in with Lethal, and I'm just trying to see how dark I can get this outer corner. It looks like I'm going to need to layer quite a few layers, to get it as dark as I'd like for it to go. There is a black in the palette. I'm not using it for this look, but I definitely feel like it could go a little darker. However, there are other Blendbunny palettes that have dark shades in them. So if you really if you own those palettes and you really wanted to get like a very grungy, deep dark red, they do have those in those palettes. Now I'm going to go in with this white and blend out Nectar a little bit, just to see if I can get a better blend there. And it does look like I'm doing all right with that. Now I'm going to take Warning underneath the eye, and I'm just placing it under there. There is not any eyeshadow primer under the eye, so it looks like it gripped on just fine without the eyeshadow primer. And here I'm just layering the colors and putting them all together on the eye to get a good blend. So here I have to get a little bit closer look, and I pull my mirror out and continue to layer and place the shades on my eyes. And I'm going to go ahead and connect the outer corner. That's Lethal that I'm throwing on my lower lash and connecting it to the outer corner. And now I'm going to go in with Feral, and this is the shimmer pink shade. It's like a pinky red shade in the palette. It is a beautiful shade. These shimmers are definitely different from the Surge palette. I do like the shimmers that I mean, this shimmer is nice. It goes on nicely with the brush. I didn't use anything underneath the shimmer to make it pop. Usually I do that. One thing I will say is this palette does not have any inner corner shades, so there is that. Now I'm going in with the Blue Row, which this is the shade Mimic, and then I'm going to go in with Poisonous in my crease. Just kind of blending this in, getting a good blend here. And I've got Mimic going on. This is a really nice row. I do like the fact that these are shades that are not in any of the other palettes. The depth and just the difference of these shades, it makes for a really good blend. And now I'm going in with Ink, and that is the darkest indigo in the palette. So indigo is kind of like a mix between blue and purple. It's about as dark purple as you can get without going black. So here I just keep doing the same thing that I did on the other eye, layering up the shadows. I'm using the white now to blend out Mimic. And then I've got some Poisonous under the lash line there, and just connecting them in the edges, going through with Mimic, and, you know, just doing the same thing I did on the other eye. I got a little bit of fallout there. All of these looks that I'm doing are pretty simple. I'm not doing anything like monumental. I just wanted to see how the shadows performed and, you know, just kind of give you an idea of how they performed on my eyes. I'm going in with Morph here, and this is a beautiful blue shimmer shade. I actually really enjoyed this shade in particular a lot. It's kind of a smushy, it's like a smushier, what do you call it, consistency in the pan. But it was a really nice shade. And I am putting mascara on here. I'm just using the, I think it's the Maybelline Sky High Mascara. And I'm just using this in these look only. I did do all of these looks on the same day. So here I am just, you know, putting mascara on for the first two looks, and then I'll kind of just carry out, I'm going to try to just clean my eyelids off only for the next few looks. And then I just threw on some lip gloss just to complete the look. So And then the highlight that I'm using is Cosmetics Mantua, and I just use that because there is no highlight shades in the palette, so I use this for the highlight. And this is the first finished look. And there's my little one saying hi. Okay, so here I am using the NYX primer on my eyes, and my husband actually came in, and so you're going to see me talking. I'm actually just talking to my husband. So now I'm going to do the yellow and brown row. So the first shade that I'm using is Ray, and it is a nice yellow shade. It's more of a warm toned yellow, but I do like it. It goes on nicely. It was pretty pigmented. I didn't have any issues with it, and it goes really nicely with the brown in the palette. So next I'm going to blend that out with the shade Prey, which is a pretty pastel yellow. It's a really beautiful one. I kind of messed up right there, and I'm going to have to grab a brush to fix it. So next I'm going in with Soil, and this is a good brown shade. It's a really warm toned brown. It's not cool. It is a warm toned brown, but it's really pretty. It blended out like a dream, and it went really well with those yellow tones. So I did do something a little tiny bit different with this look, and I just kind of brought the yellow all the way down, that yellow Ray. I brought it all the way down on my lid, as well as the brown. So that is something I did a little bit different. I also applied Regal, which is the yellow gold shadow, shimmer shadow. I applied that with a finger. I just wanted to see how it performed with the finger on the shadow, on the lid. So here I'm just going to go back in with Soil and Ray and just kind of blend everything all together. And I've got Soil here going on the bottom lash, and I'm just blending it out with Ray and Prey. I am actually liking the way those are blended out together. And then I'm going in with I'm going in with Regal on the inner corner there. So now I'm using the purple row, and I started out with Exotic, and I'm just getting a really good, I'm just placing it down in my crease and just getting a really good blend on that. Just making sure that I really place it down the way that I want it to look. So next I'm going to go in with Mimic, and Mimic is a cooler tone, or no, not Mimic, I'm sorry. I'm going in with Winged, and it looks more like a warmer tone purple in the pan, but it's actually more of a cooler tone purple, which I was kind of surprised about. So there's that. And then now I'm going to go with the very dark grungy Instinct. It is the darkest purple matte in the palette besides the other ink one. And then here I'm going in with Pheromone, which is the purple shimmer shade. I decided to go ahead and use the brush on this one. I do like it a lot. And now I'm going in with Exotic on the lower lash line. And then I'm connecting it there with Instinct on the end. And then I went in with a little bit of Winged just to kind of blend out that bottom. And then I went in again with Winged just to kind of get it a little better, blend it out. And then I also used Hidden, which is the white in the palette, on the inner corner. Alright, now I'm going in with my primer on my eyes again. And I'm going to go into the orange/red row. And this orange is Untamed, and it is extremely pigmented. I barely had to dip my brush into that matte shadow for it to look great. And now I'm going in with Rome. I was blending it out with Rome. So here I've got Untamed again, and I just put Untamed all over my crease, and then I'm blending it out with Rome. So now I'm going in with Huntress, which is it's almost exactly like a perfect red. I am putting that all over my lid. I wanted to kind of have a base for the shimmer to go on top of. And I'm putting Untamed underneath my lash line, and I'm just putting it all the way under. Also blending that out with Rome. And then connecting the outer corner with Huntress. And now I'm using some black in the palette just to see if I can get this to go out a little bit darker. So I'm just throwing some black on the corner and then going over it with Huntress to kind of get a good gradient on that black. I also got a little bit of fallout, which is pretty typical of black shadow. So now I'm going in with Potent, and this is the orange, it's like a brick orange or brick red shadow. It is the shimmer shadow, and I went in with a brush, and I just wanted to see what it looked like with my finger. So definitely need to swipe it on to get it to look really nice. And then again, going in with the Ace Beauté highlight. And now on the other side, I'm going to go in with the greens. So first I'm going to go in with Toxin, which is a really nice, just like, I don't know. I don't want to say it's a pastel green, but it's kind of like just a really light green without being pastel. And then above that we have Luna, and I would say that is the pastel in the palette, is the Luna. I'm also going to go in with Camouflage on the outer corner, and I just really want to try to darken this up as much as I can. I grabbed a different brush because I wanted to just see how dark I could get that camouflage to be. As you can see, I'm really trying to get it darker. I'm layering up the shadow. And then here I am going in with Slither, which is just a dark green, glittery, beautiful shadow. And then underneath my lash line, I'm going in with Camouflage, and then going over it with Toxin. And then after that, I'm going to go in with Luna back on my brow bone, and then hidden again. So I'm just kind of reinforcing all the shadows and putting in a inner corner highlight. So there's the orange and the green side. I did use every single shade in the palette. Blends just as good as all of the other Blendbunny palettes. I don't really see any major dupes among the other palettes. I could look at that if that's something that y'all are interested in. I do know that several other people have done that. But because I do own all of the palettes, if that is something that you would like, please just let me know and I will do that. Other than that, pretty much gonna be the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.